Tonight on the Bach Boys. It all ends right now. Welcome to the Bach Boys. We are boys who love the Bach. I'm Ryan S.
I'm Casey S.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex F.
And woof. Pretty brutal, eh?
Wow. What a way to end this most perfect season.
I suppose it started the way it ended, like
Trash. Hot garbage.
Wasn't
Wasn't good from the first frame and it ended poorly, so
Yeah.
it's...
They really gave it to us. It's
Yep.
what we deserve for being good, devoted fans. This is our payment.
thorough thrashing.
well, much like the Bach Boys all season, they were playing hardball.
Yeah, they were.
And you know who was really playing hardball was Barb.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barb
She was
ball.
throwing
Barb
barbs
is a
around.
hardball.
She was playing barb ball.
It's it's like there's a lot to talk about Petus, but Barb ruined
She
this
stole
whole
the show,
evening.
yeah.
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
insane.
In a bad way. She stole both nights. I thought she was the center of attention.
I just can't believe that you would be that publicly unsupportive of your son.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with what is behind it.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to work out, but oh
They
my
never
God.
do.
Yeah.
Especially now when they're 23, 4, however the
You
heck
could have said
old.
the same about him and Hannah Ann, and she wasn't saying anything about it.
Well, that was never going to work. Even she didn't want to say yes. And he didn't even want to ask. He was
Yeah.
like crying
He's like,
about
I guess
the
she's the
breakup.
only one left.
He was like, gee, I wish I was saying this to Madison, but will you marry me?
Yeah.
And she was like, Ayúdame.
And she also let it slip that he was also talking to Hannah B.
Yeah, what the
Yeah.
heck was that? Dude, Petus is a pilot, and pilots statistically cheat on their wives. I don't.
Yeah.
Where did
Is that a stat?
Oh, it is, because they're all over the place. What are they going to do? Not?
They're all over the place.
They're all over the
Have you seen Up in the Air?
Yeah. Have you been watching the news?
Yeah, have you seen those little news blurbs that pop up in the lower right corner of our broadcast? You know,
Yeah.
it's like local pilot betrays wife.
Coronavirus, the new
Not
cheating.
local hero.
Local hero goes down in flames on the Bachelor finale.
And
I
flames
genuinely would not
did.
trust him to fly my airliner.
Yeah,
after
this
this
is
Can
your
we look up who
fiasco.
he flies for?
Delta.
Delta, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Don't take Delta.
Yeah.
Never again.
Now I won't.
Like our friend Dylan.
Dylan's big on Delta.
He's a big Delta stan.
Just
Just
pilot Dylan.
Oh, alliteration. That
Oh, I
makes
wonder
sense.
if they know each other.
Maybe.
I bet they do.
Do you think Peter has a pilot voice when he's like, "This is your pilot, Peter Weber.
This
Yeah.
is Peter.
This is former Bachelor Peter Weber."
Do you think Delta lets him even fly because it's such a distraction?
He's over? He's an influencer now. It's
Yeah.
all over, and yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't matter what happens to any of these people because they're just gonna shill tummy tea.
Do you think he chose Madison because he's so scared of flying that he thinks he needs God on his side? He's like, I really need to hedge my bets with God.
It's like spirituality
I'm
isn't
flying all
enough.
the time.
Yeah, I don't know why he picked Madison. They have such fundamental differences. The thing is, it's like, okay, we learned she doesn't drink recently, yesterday. Turns out Madison doesn't drink.
You're not allowed to drink at that place. Found that out. In that area, it's sacred.
No, I thought the mom, like in their family conversation, it was.
Oh,
like,
I don't know,
came
but
up.
like when he was like apple cider, they made
Oh.
a point that they were drinking apple cider at that giant rock.
I don't think she drank all season. Now I think about it.
Makes
Regardless, the
sense.
biggest thing is
Yeah, I remember that at one point. I was like, she's drinking water.
yeah, she doesn't drink. She's wants a spiritual leader in her house. That ain't Petus. She wants.
Oh, no, that's what it was. It was hometowns. They didn't have wine. They had, like, apple juice. Like, in flutes or something.
There's just so many fundamental differences between them, and that's where the mom's coming from. It's like they're not. Peter has to change his entire life because she's not gonna. Well, the fact is, he's not gonna.
She just wanted a daughter, and she thought Hannah Ann was going to be a replacement daughter for her.
We talked about this. The Webbers had a daughter die in a horrific accident whose name was Hannah Anna, and she found Hannah Ann, who's an angel on earth.
Yeah, she is the literal angel of her dead daughter.
like
on
how
this
she
earth.
said at one point to Madison, pretty much that you're too religious for Peter, and then later said like, Hannah Ann has been sent by God. She is an angel.
Well,
on
that
earth."
is a true hallmark of Christianity: supreme
Yeah,
supreme
yeah.
hypocrisy.
crippling hypocrisy.
Hey, praise Christ.
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
We're starting early today.
Yeah.
It's The whole thing is ridiculous. The Bachelor is not a forum for religious debate, and that's all the Bach Boys has become. Praise Christ. And it's ridiculous that, I don't know, Madison was going on and on about how everyone was shaming her for bringing up her values and holding Peter to it, but no one was shaming her, but she was shaming Petus the whole time. You know, it's stinky old Pete.
I don't agree
And what
with
made
you
her
on
change
this.
her mind?
She wasn't shaming him.
Because it was such a hard line for her
I
the
think she was.
longest time. What made her change her mind?
The
later
fact
on.
that they are young and broken up and they missed each other, and they
Yeah.
think that means they were like truly in love.
They just both seem so naive.
Yeah, they both just like missed each other. I
Not
don't
like
know.
I know I'm single.
I just think it's easy
Yes,
to.
you are.
It's easy for Pete to fall in love with Madison. Yeah, he is single. He's single. It's easy to fall in love with Madison, right? When you're on a helicopter, you know, or a boat, or your parents' staged vow renewal, you know. But if they met at like a bar, they wouldn't have, because
Or
she wouldn't
an
have been at the
airport-
bar.
Or
And-
an airport hotel.
True, but they wouldn't have met there either. Like, there is no circumstance in real life where Peter and Madison would have met and hit it
Or
off.
the Lost
And-
Island when the plane goes down.
Maybe
Yeah, that would've happened.
maybe like an airline hotel bar.
No,
Yeah.
she
No.
wouldn't go to the bar.
Yeah, she'd be there. She'd
No,
be
she'd
there.
be at
That's
She-
the
but
thing.
she
She'd
doesn't
be
join
in
a
like
prayer
That's the
group.
one place she'd be.
She'd be in
and
like the
that's why she
Madison?
fell for Peter.
she'd be in the airline chapel, in that weird chapel that like
Yeah.
scared people go to pray
Is that
before
a
their
thing?
flight.
Yeah,
There's
it's
an
like a-
airline
Yeah,
chapel.
there
There's
are.
a chapel in every airport. Yeah, a
No.
non-denominational chapel.
No way.
No
Yeah,
way.
the
I think
hospital-
so,
in like
yeah.
most major airports.
No
yeah,
way. I don't believe that.
I swear to God.
Just because they're afraid of flying?
I assume that's what I always assumed.
No
Listen, as you know,
way.
religious
Hey, man.
people are horrified of existence, which is why. Which
Well,
is why.
that's what they're taught. That's how they're raised.
Hey, God, you must fear God,
Yeah.
and God is love. So fear love.
yeah. Think of him like your dad.
Swear to me. I don't know. I mean, it's just really a tough position for everybody, because I kind of do agree with Peter's mom that this is just destined to fail. But boy, oh boy, I would not have said that to my son in front of a studio audience on TV.
And
No,
then
she
clapped
was-
for his ex-fiance when she reams him.
Yeah.
She clapped against Peter all night.
Yep.
That was ridiculous.
She was just outwardly hostile all night.
Never seen
She
this
even
show
said
divide
in
people
Spanish
like that.
when they asked the beta dad, what he has to say about it, and she said, "Say something mean, help me out."
Yeah, in Spanish. That's
Spanish, yeah.
what, like, before when Chris asked the dad to talk, the
Say
mom.
something bad. Help
like
me
no
out.
one would hear that.
Yeah.
It was so funny that she muttered that.
Well, but
like,
she's been muttering. She was muttering things to him all night, and the mics didn't pick that up.
And the dad is just as big a boner as Peter. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
but
where he
a
gets
lot
his
more
lack of a
floppy.
spine. Yeah.
Yeah.
like, Peter, how are you not going to stand up for your woman as your mom's just reaming her in front of a studio
he doesn't
audience?
have a spine. He can't stand
He
up.
literally only does when
All season.
Chris Harrison asks, like, "What do you think?" And he's like, "I love her. That's enough."
He's just a little boy.
Not,
like,
Mom, shut up. You suck.
Yeah, he literally is like big. Like he wished to be big and date all these women, and then it happened, and now he's
He's
just
Tom
like,
Hank
"Meh."
from Big.
Tim Hank.
Tom Hank.
Tom Hank. Big American movie star Tom Hank.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's too bad that that's the way that it all crumbled, because I think we all expected a lot more from this guy, and just at every turn he just let us down. And I guess I wish them well, because I am a boy and I love the Batch, and I am Jake C. But and I always will be, no matter what happens.
And
guys.
I'm
I
Ryan
just
S.
want you to know that.
I'm Alex F.
For
And
no
I'm
reason
Casey
in
S.
particular.
But
carry on.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I feel a little betrayed, and I know that they want us to come back and see, what's her name?
Claire.
Claire do her thing. Claire Sweetums. What is it? Claire Suckies?
Crawley.
Crawley.
Creepy
Crawley.
Crawleys.
Yeah.
Is that the
Claire
AOC?
Claire Crawley.
Claire Smarties.
I knew it was something like a gummy worm.
Yeah, Claire Sour Patch Kids.
And that'll be interesting to see if they can win us back, because this, I think, was their like Hail Mary of like, let's see just how bad we can be, and let's see how much we can tear apart this franchise that you all know and love and
Yeah.
have for so many years.
You know what the worst part of this season was for me? It was them just dropping Kelly into the finale for no reason.
Yeah.
Wait,
They're
same.
like, this is important.
why and then never showed her
And
again.
Kelly's here. Ooh.
It was a total red herring, like
Yeah.
Alex F.
Yeah.
said. They wanted you to think that something was going to happen.
It wasn't a
with
red
Kelly.
herring. It was Kelly. They put Kelly in the scenes.
No,
Yeah.
That was a red herring
No,
case.
I swear that was Vanessa Gorski sitting next to Kelly.
It was Gorsk E.
We saw another girl that went to college with us at the women.
There's
tell
always
our-
one.
after the final.
There
There
is.
literally is always one. You know, we're proud members of the Bachelor Nation. It's a small but proud circle.
Yeah, the .net, if you will.
The .net of fans.
Mm-hmm.
Of pundits. We're popular pundits. We're the #1 rated Bachelor podcast on the internet. Don't forget it.
Yeah.
Ever.
Not that there'll be a reason you'll forget. Because,
No.
it's out of sight, out of mind, but who's out of sight? We're out of sight. Yeah.
Out of sight.
Out of
Far out,
sight.
man. Radical.
Out of sight.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what was everyone else's least favorite part of the season?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Great answer. Moving on.
I'm trying to think where I knew it was going real south.
I think it's
That I
just
didn't
when...
like any of. Sorry, I totally cut you off.
No,
Go
that's
ahead.
all right. I think it's when, for me, hands down, my least favorite part is when we finally got to bathing suit week. We finally it's a pool party in the house.
I'm with you.
No one, not a soul, got in that freaking pool. No, they had like sarongs and stuff, so it's like we totally ripped off.
Biggest bummer of a pool party.
Not even a pool party, hardly a pool.
And barely a party because they were all bumming around.
Yeah, and it's like that's when they were like, yeah, we're just gonna make the drama the star of the show this season.
Is that
not
when
Peter, not the girls.
Cam
or
came
the
back
women.
with like health problems at the pool party.
Cam. Yeah, when his grandma's dog had to get an amputation.
I thought you meant at this pool party. I was like, Cam.
That's what I was
Cam
saying.
just
That was the
wanders
joke.
Yeah. He's still there because he doesn't have a leg.
I feel like the final nail in the coffin was when he sent Kelsey home. It was like, dude, that was the last like legitimate woman left. You just want to smash Victoria F and Hannah Ann and betray Madison.
Yeah,
But
like,
isn't that
straight
what
up.
all of us wanted?
Yeah.
What?
To
I
do
want to
that
betray her
combination
so
of
bad.
things.
I would have taken
You're right.
Kelsey over Hannah Ann,
I
but
wanted
I'm
to
not.
betray her so bad.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Even if it meant that there was no smash,
Yeah.
I'd still betray.
You would betray with no smash?
If
Oh.
that was the only option, yeah. I mean, of course, the other option being no betray, no smash.
Well, it's
I'll take
impossible
what I can get.
to. It's impossible.
I too am single.
Is there an option here where you would smash but not betray?
No.
I mean, that's you're
Getting
asking.
into semantics here.
Yeah, I mean, you're saying like, would you drink water if there was no hydrogen in it? It's like, no, I'd just be breathing.
Yes, that's science.
I think the message here is you can have no betrayal without true love.
Yeah,
That's what we
Betrayal
said.
is born of love.
We all just
And
want
vice
love.
versa.
We all
And
just
love
want
is born
love.
of betrayal.
You can't betray someone. You can't be betrayed by someone you don't love and trust innately.
Yeah,
And isn't that love?
it is. Who is Christ without the devil? He's just some freak with Spider-Man powers.
Amen. And so it was said.
Menace that I need pictures of. Get me pictures of Jesus Christ.
That's Judas's famous quote.
Pontius.
J. Judas Jameson.
Oh, and so it was said.
Pontius Pilate, also like Peter Parker.
Oh wow,
Pretty cool.
That is
That's a
pretty cool.
spin-off.
Mary Jane Magdalene. This is good.
We got something cooking.
There's definitely more of these, and I'm going to spend probably-
Nails to the cross Morales.
That's very good. That's smart.
Thank you. It is,
And it's true because Jesus had Spider-Man powers.
It all comes from the good book, which is on sale, guys. If you want a signed copy of
LeBron James.
the LeBron
King
James.
LeBron James version.
Don't forget to buy your Bible on the batchboys.net, www.batchboys.net. Let's drop a surprise plug. Batchboys.net.
Why not?
Hey, let's
You're gonna miss these.
Wait,
I mean, you've missed these.
Yeah.
Batchboys.net. Of course, we want it. We didn't want the .com ever. We always wanted the .net. And don't forget,
And we'll never have it.
if for some reason we were to stop reminding you, don't forget we never wanted the .com. We always wanted the .net. And don't let Fahim tell you otherwise from beyond the grave, because we killed him.
Yeah.
We didn't fold. Not once.
No.
Not once, not never.
Never.
Not in the entirety of this show, beginning to end.
No, we stuck with the .com no matter how much Fahim tempted us.
.net.
Right. See what Fahim does to me?
Yeah.
Even in the grave.
No, it's so insane. Like
Cold in the ground, he's still in your head.
it is.
Yeah, here we
messed
are
up.
still following him into the dark.
How hard would it be for us to put out an obituary for Fahim?
Like
and
super
pay for it
easy.
and write like he tried to get us to buy his domain, but we didn't, so he's dead. We won. You're gone.
Ask no questions, we'll tell you no lies.
Fahim 29.
And of course, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Batch Boys and Facebook.com/Batch Boys because we're boomers. Surprise plugs over.
Yeah.
Do we get them?
I suppose we
They're
did.
plugged.
We nailed
Yeah.
it. Consider yourselves #plugged.
Yeah, tell
Batch
us,
Boys
boys.
Nation.
Do you feel plugged? Do you feel like we gave you one good plug?
That's
for
right.
the road?
So the boys ride into school in the backseat of their mom's car.
Yeah, bouncing with every bump. Did we plug you good? Can you feel our plugs?
If we plugged you good, why don't you scream for us? Come on, boys. Give us a scream.
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 We're plugged.
Scream.
We're plugged.
Scream.
Well, which are we going to do?
We're plugged.
We're plugged. We're plugged.
We're
Now let them
plugged.
go. Oh, good job,
Good
boys.
chant, boys.
Yeah, okay, see, when we give good direction, the boys perform.
Yeah.
So don't forget that, Mom.
Yeah, and like, the Lord Almighty on high once said, with great power comes great responsibility. So,
With great power, the boys will perform.
yeah. So just take that with you, boys. Goodbye. Goodbye, boys.
Bye, boys.
It's been such
You're
an
men
honor.
now. The men in the back seat.
Riding with their mom on their way to work.
Listen, boys, don't be scared out there. If you get quarantined, that's all right.
That's right. Well, there's still time. Wear your masks if you have it. If you don't have it, don't wear a mask.
Save them for the hospital work hours.
Very nice.
Yeah. It's been nice plugging you guys. And moving on.
I know it's hard because it gets so easy to just keep plugging the Bach Boys Nation, but we do have to move on from the surprise plugs.
Yes.
We finally run out of stamina.
How quick do we think Madison and Petus call it quits?
1 to 2 months.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's going to be very long.
Yeah, because like Peter's not okay with them not having sex.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I think that's what's going to come
I
down
think
to.
it's going to be the second he goes, okay, so
He's like, we're engaged.
he's
When
like,
are
I
we
can't even
gonna
soak. Can we do a little bit of stuff? And she's like, no. And he's like, well, can we please? And she's like, okay, I think.
What about
this
your
is over.
stuff?
Yeah. Can we at least have some wine?
Yeah. Come on.
No.
It's communion.
It's the blood of Christ.
You love this guy.
And she
It's his blood.
and she's like,
show some
Dad,
dang
what do you
respect."
think?
Yeah, and the dad's just sitting there shaking his head.
He's like, worst prom ever.
That's what I was going to say earlier is that I feel like it's easy to fall in love with someone with diametrically opposing worldviews.
Say diabetes.
Yeah.
It's easy to
fall in love with someone with diabetes for sure.
because you're sweet enough for both of you. No, what I was going to say.
Good.
It's easy to fall in love with someone with opposing worldviews in this context because it's like, wow, we're on this amazing date. Like, drinking and church aren't a factor. But, like, the second they get home and have a weekend together, he's going to be like, what do you mean you don't want to go to bungalow and you have to get up at 9:30 for church tomorrow? I'm going out. Like, there's no way this works.
Yeah, and he's like, I have to make My mom needs me to.
Yeah, mom needs me to make. Need to make for mom. Yeah, what is their relationship going to be like moving forward? That's something I'd be
Terrible.
interested speculating.
Yeah, this is.
I would have lost a lot of respect for my mother.
Oh, for
after
sure.
that.
I would have
'Cause
told
she
her.
gave him none on national television.
Yeah, no disrespect to my mom, who's an avid listener of the show, Jody S. But I would have told her to shut up if she was talking to me like that in front of a studio audience to my wife. Good thing I know
Yeah.
she wouldn't. I
Yeah.
love you, Mom.
The big
Yeah.
question for Bach Boys Nation.
I would have told your mom to shut up too.
That's fair. You're not her son. Casey?
The question I want all Bach Boys Nation to ponder in that moment: would you have hit your mom?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would have punched her right in the pussy sitting next to her.
Yeah, but that's not
being
fair.
Peter's dad, of course.
You do that all the time, though.
I do. But only because they've got it coming, you know.
Well, if there's anything I know about moms,
Yeah, one of these days, Peter's beta cuck dad's gonna snap.
yeah, the
Pussy.
dad.
There it is. Thanks, guys.
Very nice. That classed it up.
Yes, it did.
Peter's dad did not look happy at all. I don't think he was in support even a little bit. I mean, it seems like he agrees
so
with the
whiffed.
sentiment.
He was just doing what he was told.
Yeah.
He's
Are you
whipped
the
like a
man?
lion.
He's like, obviously, I
Yeah.
don't like this situation.
Yeah, it felt. I honestly thought maybe he was going to come out and be like, "But I support them because I love my son and blah blah blah." But that coward.
No, you really
He's scared of not getting any pussy for the rest of his life.
Yeah, it's true.
She holds grudges for sure.
yeah,
clearly.
from that
Although-
sweet stinky garbage.
Again, I get where she's coming from like a mom's perspective. Like, has to stink seeing this girl just be pissed at your son this whole time when they're like supposed to be getting engaged in 2 days. And like the previous day you'd met this girl who's like drooling all over him, you know, like I get it, but like she took it too far.
I think she was just embarrassed that she was like so committed to like being on television, weeping at Hannah Ann being her choice, and then when it was revealed that she was wrong, she just doubled down. It was
I
like, nope,
actually thought that too. That she
Yeah.
like definitely dug in her heels.
rather than caring about him at all, it was just because
Super-
she was on television.
Yeah,
for-
she seems
for-
to have a huge ego.
yeah for like 2.5 months every single week. Bring her home to us for this woman that he breaks up with. It's like it makes her look like such a fool.
The best part is we waited all season to hear that line, and then the follow-up is, Mom, stop. This
Yeah.
is weird.
Don't do this.
I couldn't believe that. The ultimate
it was
follow-up.
so
Like they
anticlimactic.
teased that,
But at
they
least-
teased that so much, and that ended up being the smallest part of her part in
Yeah.
this week. Like
I res-
I didn't think she'd be like the main character of this week, but she was.
The whole week in the finale. The whole finale. I mean, this was barely about Peter. Literally, Chris just was like, thanks for taking this, Pete. Like, that was all that Peter did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's like, best of luck. Go have at it, kids. You're gonna need it.
Crossing our fingers for you.
He's like-
Let's bring on Claire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a
And-
real quick exit for them.
No, like, that's such a sour note. That's what the dad said, too. Like, what a horrible note to start a relationship on. And also, it's kind of their fault. So, like,
Yeah, straight up. They
It's
weren't
doomed.
helping.
Yeah.
They weren't throwing any sugar in that tea.
no.
I mean, yeah, Madison said what she said, and he still got intimate. What'd you expect?
and I
to
guess she
happen?
doesn't care.
He wanted his cake.
Still, I
Yeah.
disagree
and
that
wanted to
like,
eat it too.
she knew the show. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. That whole thing is dumb. If she can get over it and he's, he's
Clearly.
clearly proud of himself. I mean, I don't know. He got through it all.
Yeah, he the only winner of this show so far is Peter.
Yeah, somehow.
Kind of.
because he got his prize, and that's all.
And
he
he
set
didn't
out
even manage
for.
to look like the worst person that night.
True.
Oh, his mom out
really
If his
took the
because
spotlight.
if his mom wasn't acting out like that, he would be getting roasted.
Totally.
True.
No, but she took all the heat.
yeah,
I can't believe she
Very
Maybe
true.
that was her move.
She jumped on the grenade.
Yeah.
Yeah, what if she was like, I'm
She's
gonna
just a
destroy
great
you because I have to protect you.
If I'm mean,
Dude,
you look good.
That if she was that calculated, which I know she's not, but if she was, it would be like the greatest conspiracy in television history.
That's a hot theory.
We're sticking by it.
It's the hottest theory we've ever had.
It's a hot theory, and I stand by it.
This
I Poppy, your theory is hot.
good one.
Right?
Very
Yeah.
nice. That was a fun reference. Hannah Ann took it like a champ.
Yeah.
She just
roasted
beat him around.
Yeah. She
That was
knocked his
intense.
little boy wee wee around.
Yeah, she really got him good, and I feel her. Also though, during the taped breakup, in the visit, whatever, that I felt like was manufactured because she
Yeah.
thought if she could peg herself as the
Yeah.
jaded
I was-
lover, she could be Bachelorette.
I was gonna say, do you think she was more blindsided by Peter or when they picked Claire for Bachelorette?
Definitely
Yeah.
Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, she
That's
was
hilarious.
gunning for that for sure.
The whole
from the
season.
outback to that mansion.
And producers
thing
are
she
probably
was
like, we
living
can't
in.
go even younger because she's what, 23?
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
college
Ridiculous,
senior.
yeah.
I mean, at this point, like it's
Yeah.
crazy. I felt like she was gunning for Bachelorette the whole season. She talked in sound bites. She talked in like, "You complete my heart" and all this stuff. And
Yeah,
it's
the most
like-
personality we got out of her is when she got dumped.
And it was kind of cool.
And I
actually
liked it. Yeah, she was great.
Yeah, she seemed like real in that
Yeah.
moment for the first time ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was some of the fakest she's
I
ever
thought
been.
she articulated her thoughts very well.
Well, she definitely
Well, she had
planned
plenty of
them.
time to
Yeah.
rehearse. Yeah.
Well, no,
Probably.
I just think that she was actually like being herself for the first time, even if it was still calculated. At least it was actually her.
No, because it was raw.
Yeah, versus like her pretending the whole time. If there's one thing I learned from Shubham, it's that if you be yourself, it always works out.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
That's a hot tip.
For the Circle Boys, this is our side podcast, the Circle Boys, where we talk about Netflix, The Circle.
We are the Circle Jerks.
Circle
Yeah,
jerks.
it's the Circle Jerk, hosted by the Bach Boys.
The Circle Jerk is pretty sweet podcast.
Season
name.
2 of the Circle, maybe we do the Circle Jerk.
Wow.
And then we do a podcast.
You guys watch Love is Blind yet?
No, I've not.
I've watched a few episodes.
I'm almost done with it.
I'm a batch boy. I don't watch other shows.
Yeah, that's true. We're boys who love the Batch.
and we always will be.
forever.
Forever in your hearts.
That's
Yeah.
what's etched into the top of my palm.
So it's tattooed into my neck.
Yeah, we're all doing those like ink dot tats where you like stab yourself with
Stick
a
and
needle.
poke?
Yeah. I want to. That sounds kind of hard and scary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're up.
Okay. We're doing it, Bach Boys Nation. For all you audio listeners, we're currently giving me a stick and poke tattoo. So if I wince throughout the rest of the segment, that's what's going on.
Yeah, you're not allowed to look at what it is. I'm going to be giving it to you.
We're writing the P.O. box where we've hidden the big box.
That's
for the
true.
big box giveaway.
That's true. This is a perfect time to plug the big box giveaway. It is coming. The box is bigger than ever.
It's so big.
It's
We can't
only
fit it
grown.
inside anymore.
No, that's actually the problem. We've had to move it off of the massive 50-acre estate because it is larger than 50 acres.
We've watered it every day and watched
Yeah.
it grow. Who knew?
I fed it breast milk from my supple teat.
And we tried to give it tummy tea to slim it down, but it just keeps getting bigger.
It turns out that was a scam.
Yeah, who would have thought the Bachelor contestants would lie to us on Instagram? That is my biggest problem with this show, though, is that it's literally just become Instafarm. And I hope that problem is
Yeah.
solved by Claire because, like, these guys will hopefully be old enough that they don't even know how to use Instagram.
Yeah, it's boomers now.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
all like
down
men
for-
in their 50s going for Claire.
I'm down for Boomer Batch, and then all the rejects will get to chase Hannah Ann around an island.
It's all men that have been advised to stay inside because they're at the age threshold that coronavirus is dangerous.
The show's been contained because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to do international dates for Claire's season. Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
That is crazy. For the first time in Bachelor Nation history, a pandemic is affecting, their show lineup. Who knows what that's going to mean for them? I guess they're going back to Ohio.
Yeah, I was going
to
to
be
say.
allowed to swap spit anymore.
Interesting. They can't even hold hands.
What if they have the fantasy suite in hazmat suits,
Whoa.
but they could film the whole thing because they're covered up?
This
Well-
needs to be the season they show us what goes on in the fantasy suites because
I agree.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically going to be wearing rubbers over their whole bodies. Why not?
You think the fantasy suite is just
Family
where they
friendly.
like sign all the paperwork for all of their respective deals with Instagram? It's just like a 12-hour signing process.
Maybe it's where they do the fittings with Neil Lane.
Sign all their NDAs.
Maybe it's where Neil Lane fits the Bachelor with a different kind of ring.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Yes.
like a cock ring.
Yes.
Sweet.
Let me size you up, Petey boy.
Pete, big.
I do
nice.
these sizings myself.
Yeah, he's like, actually, one of the pinky rings will do.
They don't call him Tiny Petus for nothing.
No, they don't. They call him that for a myriad of reasons that we've covered through this show, you may recall.
Yeah, I think that moral of the story is we talked about it for years that this show is just getting too young, and this just proved the point. None of these people were ready for marriage. Peter was barely ready for a girlfriend. He still has kind of one.
Yeah, but I mean, in his defense, you need one if you're going to cheat on it.
So true.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I need you to be with me so that I can cheat.
Well, he's had a wife his whole life, and it's his mom.
That's true. He is wifed up.
He is whipped. Him and his dad. The only well-adjusted one in that whole family is the brother.
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think he's the creepiest of them
Oh,
all.
yeah, he definitely crucifies rats in his basement.
Yeah, I do not like that kid.
But at least he was aware enough to know that Peter wants to party and have sex and not wake up for church in the morning after a long night
His
in the bungalow.
whole family did. They were like, listen, sweetheart, you shouldn't have told Peter he can't nut because he needs to nut.
My Pete loves to blow.
Yeah, the weirdest family agenda of all time
The whole thing.
to get their son laid.
Yeah.
Look,
well, remember last
they
year
were
how
cheering
proud
at the
they
it's
were?
their whole
yeah.
arc. It's literally like the second greatest
His dad
conspiracy
started
theory.
windmilling when he heard the story.
Yeah. Do you think his dad ever taught him any tricks when they had the talk? Do you think he taught him how to root? I like to think that's what Peter's dad does to Barb. He roots.
I have no idea what that means.
don't either.
And I don't want to know.
It's
Yeah, I don't know what rooting
how
is.
pigs search for truffles. They root. root. That's Peter's dad on Barb.
Teach his son how to clown. Son, let me show you how to clown.
Well, that's what Webbers do. They plunder. and they plunder and they blunder, and that whole family blundered all over this show. It was kind of a
They
nightmare.
did.
I really if I was Pete, I would not talk to my family for a while.
Yeah, I'd be really mad.
Except
Straight
for the
up.
fact that literally I think he lives at their house.
Yeah, I think so.
Like I think he lives at home.
I'd be really mad, but I have a spine. It's a little bent, but I have one.
Where was that big door?
That was in that mansion.
That was the most.
that
Yeah,
she
that was
used
at the
for.
safe house. That was a
It
big.
was the safe house.
That was a big old door.
Bridge Thoops, did you see that big door? There was a huge door on that house where they had the secret meeting, the bunker, the nondescript bunker,
The bungalow.
the bunkerlow.
Was there like a photo booth in there too?
Yes.
Yeah, that was like an
Yes, there
event
was.
space.
Yeah,
like
that was odd.
It was.
the whole thing was pretty surreal.
Yeah, there was cameras in the toilets, I could tell.
This season was just phony start to finish. Peter's intentions, 90% of the women, the result.
Did Hannah Ann ever show her feet?
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Wait,
we
what?
know Alex
That's
F.
a
was
thing?
watching.
Yeah.
Well, it's Alex F's.
if you type Hannah Ann in Google, guaranteed one of the top 4 results will be feet. Another one will be age. And I can't tell you what the other 2 will be.
Net worth.
Yes, it will be. It'll be feet, age, net worth, and like Instagram.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Wife.
Engaged? Question mark.
Real?
CGI?
Hannah Ann, are they real?
Well, remember
No.
Madison's genuine and real gaff earlier on in the season.
Yeah, like speaking of not real, like she created her own fan account and was like commenting on her own post.
Yeah, I forgot about
Hannah
that.
Ann
Wow,
did that?
Maddie.
No, never forget.
Wow,
Maddie.
Maddie, you are so genuine and real
I
that she
forgot
forgot,
about
she
that.
forgot to log into her burner.
Whoa.
This whole thing, man.
Yikes. I
screw
totally
'em.
forgot about that. Hater.
Hey,
Hater.
cheers to Claire. I really am wishing her the best. I'm looking forward to a more mature season. I think it's what The Bachelor needs.
I think it's the eHarmony to our current Tinder.
Yes,
It is.
that is a fair evaluation.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, the best part is we won't have to worry about any judgment from Claire's mom because she's dead.
Yeah. That's true.
She has to be. Claire's like 90 in Bachelor standards.
She's been quarantined.
yeah.
Claire's like in a deathbed the whole season. The Bachelor hospice wing.
They call this season like Claire's last
The
chance.
fantasy suite is they just close the curtain.
Claire's last chance.
Claire's second act.
Clairol's second act.
Oh man. We love that show.
Yes, we do.
Carol's second act, boys.
And I'd like to take a time to talk to you about something serious, Bach Boys Nation. Last week, we made a desperate plea. We are fabulously wealthy. We operate and own a 50-acre estate, massive estate.
And an even larger big box.
We've, of course, been endorsed by Clorox, Tide,
Dish
Dish
pods, Tide pods.
Tide Pods.
various wine companies,
2048.
2048, 23andMe,
Dawn dish soap.
Dawn Dish Soap,
23andMe.
never forget, one of our proudest sponsors.
Yeah,
But we cannot, we told you, Bach Boys Nation, we cannot do this show without your support. Once again, we are in need of your financial support. The only donor that came through was Paul T. at Indigo Plateaus. We appreciate the donation immensely.
Donation
it means
Nation.
the world to us, Bach Boys Nation. However, do you not know how much an SD card costs? An SD card costs more than $10.
because we need a big one.
Yeah.
These big, massive.
As
Needs
big
to
as our
fit in this
box.
box. Nice.
Yeah.
Box humor.
But sadly, our SD card is full.
Yeah. And it has gone unfinanced, a replacement.
So I think it goes without saying that at this point, we're going to have to reimburse Paul T. his $10.
Minus taxes 2 ways.
Yeah, because
Just 2 separate PayPal.
yeah, PayPal
charges.
takes like 50 cents apparently, Paul T. So do know that we're not robbing you. It's PayPal.
But
If-
we're not responsible for this.
We're giving everything we can.
That's
He
money
who
you
gives
knew that
he
you
who
were
has the
risking.
least gives the most.
well, the fact of the
Spider-Man
matter
said that.
is, Bach Boys Nation is without an SD card, the Bach Boys can no longer continue.
What did you expect? This is on you.
No, a moment of silence, and not like out of respect. This is for you to think about what you've done, Bach Boys Nation. So, moment of silence. I can hear your shame.
Yeah. I can smell your shame.
That's good radio.
That's fantastic. Silence makes for the best radio. But sincerely, I don't know how to do this transition. Sincerely, Bach Boys Nation, regardless of the $10, this is the final episode of the Bach Boys. We would have liked to blame you, but to be completely honest,
I
Bach
still
Boys Nation,
do.
I blame you.
Blame you.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm KCS.
I'm blame you.
We blame you. We're always going to blame you, Bach Boys Nation, despite how loyal
Yeah.
you've been to us.
Nothing's
throughout
ever
the
our
years.
fault.
No. We've done our best. In fact, we're the number 1 rated Bachelor
Yeah,
podcast
we didn't
on the
get there on
internet.
accident.
And that's
we
why
stepped on a lot of toes. We
Yeah. And
killed a lot of Fahim.
when you look up into those rafters and you see our jersey, that's how you know that, we left an impression. That number 1 is the rating of Bachelor podcasts we are.
Absolutely. This helicopter has just crashed into a mountain range. What? Metaphorically. No.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's all over now, guys. Good game, GG.
Nope. I don't want this to be our stance. This is not our stance. This is not how we go out.
Listen, we're going out controversially. We've already said horrible things all episode that we would never say otherwise.
No better way to go out.
Yeah,
than
we're
a
going out
train
in
wreck.
flames. Honestly, Bach Boys Nation, it's truly.
Yeah, and it's not our fault. Honestly, I blame Pete. It's pilot error.
Jesus Christ.
Kobe's last message to us all was that Peter is a bad pilot and a bad bachelor.
Dude, this show is ending under foggy conditions.
I will. Hey! Nice. I will actually. All that aside, I want to list some statistics here because Bach Boys Nation, we're having a tough time being serious about this, but it's been 4 years, 12 seasons, 1 lost season,
Yeah.
107 episodes, and over 62 hours of content. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
that
that's a
actually
lot.
is like pretty amazing. Bach Boys Nation, in all sincerity, we've had a hell of a run.
yeah.
this will legitimately be the final episode of the Bach Boys. I know this sounds like some bit we always do.
And maybe it is. Check back in a couple years.
Yeah, be sure to go to batchboys.net. Donate money because the PayPal will still be up.
Yeah.
Paul T, this is a live reimbursement ceremony. I am going to reimburse you for the $10 because we were setting up a really good bit. Like, you really would have loved it, but, now it's just...
But you were left
now it's
hanging
just
by
sad.
your fellow .netters.
Yeah, honestly, I blame Bridge Thoops. I mean, sure, she's been a #1 supporter, and she reimbursed us the $4 we gave her. It's tradition for the Bach Boys to reimburse and be reimbursed.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that's what it is.
And so it was said.
And so it was
Reimburse and
Yeah,
be
according to PayPal, Paul T, you only gave us $9.41 because they took out a 59-cent fee, and we can't even afford this SD card. So, there's only so much. Our hands are tied.
Yeah.
By Tide.
Shout out-
Sponsored by Tide.
Shout out that one.
Hashtag our hands are tied.
That's our final plug.
Yeah.
Any sincere remarks? Let's talk about the journey.
I mean, hearing what you said, hearing the fact that we have broadcast 62 hours of content, there are tons of babies every year
that's
that
a lot
do
of
not
quibbies.
make it to 62 hours.
No.
And
We've seen to that
we
ourselves.
did. We made it.
Yeah.
Unlike many of your babies.
Yeah.
Gee whiz. Yeah, let's crash and burn. Let's not only cancel the show, let's get canceled.
Ourselves. We are ourselves.
And this
getting
is the
canceled.
stance we're taking on our final episode.
What is your
Yeah, no. In all sincerity, though, those 60-plus hours of listening time for you was really like 600 hours of producing time for us because we had to watch this show, which is extra 2 hours. We had to
It is
edit.
draining.
Yeah, we had to edit this stupid show. There was
Yeah, it's
some
stupid.
Set the
Yeah,
mics
this
up.
remember when we used to do video? How stupid was that? There used to be another guy.
There was a whole nother guy.
There used to be like 3 other guys.
One of them was Egyptian.
Yeah, that's actually true. In the archived, never broadcasted seasons, which are even worse than this episode,
way
if you can
worse.
believe it.
yeah,
Um,
and
we named
temporarily
names.
public
You
online.
know what's crazy? I bet there's a fan theory out there that one of the lost Bach Boys is Fahim.
Whoa.
Right?
He's just like
Because we
Wait,
keep
what?
saying he's
He turned into
Egyptian.
Sith?
We haven't said who he was. People are going to assume Fahim's Egyptian because they're racist.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
It's
true.
only natural.
People
Well,
are
Bach Boys
racist.
Nation.
Bach Boys
Yeah.
Nation is racist.
Bitches
Yeah,
be racist.
You guys are racist, you country listening hicks.
Yeah, you MAGA hat wearing inbreds.
We're going out with a bang, baby.
Yeah,
At this point, we've already gotten
Corona's
your
gonna
listen.
get us all anyway.
Yeah, we've already gotten your play count on
We
this video.
stole it,
Like,
you idiot. You stupid freaking MAGA hat wearing scumbag lord idiot.
Just for the record, Paul T, you have been reimbursed, and so it was said.
yay.
It was short 59 cents, but again, blame PayPal.
It was
Bridge
not short.
Sips, we reimburse you in
It was
love.
taken.
It's
Appropriately.
in the ethos. It became
ethos.
it became one with the great economy,
yes.
and the economy.
man, big economy is ruining this country.
It ruined this
Not to-
podcast.
It did. It really
The
did.
industry, big economy.
Well, when you think about it, it all went downhill when we became so obsessed with money.
It's when Fuyao took over.
Absolutely. Yeah, that is worth noting is that the Fuyao Group has purchased the 50-acre estate.
The Fuyao group. You don't know about the Fuyao group? Oh, that's too bad.
Oh, they're buying up American factories, including the Bach Boys Nation estate. The Bach Boys studio will be foreclosed upon. Well, it's not foreclosed because we're making an immense amount of money from the Fuyao Group, which is why we can
that's right.
afford
And
it.
It
we're-
sounds like a shitty Blue Man Group spinoff.
It like
The Fuyao Group.
looks like it in the documentary. You should check it out. Check out The American Factory on Netflix. Surprise plug. I can't believe it's been 62 hours. That's actually
I
surprising.
can't believe it's been 12 years.
Can't believe it's not butter.
It's been a decade of laughs.
One of us had a kid in that time.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not on the show.
That's true.
There's a
Decade of
literal Bach
promises.
boy.
Yeah, we're going to give him all the equipment. The boy, not his dad.
Yeah.
And he'll be the Bach boy.
Yeah, he'll inherit it when his dad dies in a helicopter crash.
Oh my god.
And so it was said, the will that we have just notarized.
Honestly, though, if anyone in Bach Boys Nation wants to take over the mantle and pay us $100 a month to do so, let us know. Like,
To
I'll
rent
take
the
that
airwaves
deal.
from
No,
us.
yeah, we'll license the name to you for sure.
Yeah, if someone else wants to keep this going, like, and pay us for sure, like, then we're down.
For
Nah,
sure
I
pay
like
us
that
for
for
sure.
Because
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
For
obviously
sure pay us.
Price
though.
just went up, $200 a month. Pay us that.
Yeah, get quick. Where are you
Jump
live
on it,
listeners
come
at?
on.
We can hear you in the bushes on the estate. Where are you at?
Contractually, we're gonna raise the rates anytime we want.
Yeah,
all
we
the
are
time.
landlords.
Wait, we're becoming Fahim. We've lived long enough to see ourselves become Fahim.
That's why we have to
Wow.
retire.
It's just too dangerous. It's too dangerous a world.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Anything could happen. It's sad.
But
I have become him.
we are Heem. We are Heems who love the badge. We never established if he had an accent. He probably
He
did.
never spoke.
Only
Casey
now.
saw to that.
Yeah, wait. Casey silenced him good. Favorite bits along the way?
Oh, man.
I got one.
That we have a lot of famous.
Haitian orphan.
Haitian
From
orphan
back
was a
in
good one.
season 3.
Doulas.
when we were
Wait,
still
that
on
was a
video.
real thing. She actually was an orphan from Haiti.
Who?
I know, but there
Jubilee?
was a joke made involving that.
Hot
that-
dogs and Skittles.
There was something amazing.
No, it's on our Instagram, actually. It's one of our early video posts. And, coincidentally, it's also my text tone for Casey. The volume is super low on that.
Oh yeah,
Let's
you're
start-
right.
When Casey texts
S.
me. Casey S.
That's right. I remember.
How'd
What
that
does it
sound?
say?
Could you hear it?
Yeah, a little.
One more time.
Yeah. Yeah. Because we were saying that Ben projects his insecurities onto
Yeah.
people.
She put it was.
Oh, yeah. She
Jubilee
projects.
was projecting onto Ben Higgins. in
Yeah,
our
all of
very
her
first
fears.
season,
And she was
she's
like,
You're from Haiti.
"You are so serious. You never laugh. You are from Haiti."
yeah. Great bit.
That was a great bit.
I loved when
you.
Optimus Prime guested
Yeah.
on our
Oh,
show.
man.
I mean, all the trouble. Oh, did somebody say my name? Optimus. Oh God.
Yeah, and it's me, Beetle J. and they're
you-
carrying the corpse of Flipper.
And I'm Daniel B.
Get out of here! Go home. You left us. Play with your son.
No.
No, it's all in good fun.
Traitor! I'm just so glad Mecha Goof E never showed back up.
No, that would have been bad because we did kill Goofy.
We had a lot. We had a lot of famous guests. A good 75 to 80% of them croaked.
Yeah.
We
Crows.
had our own lore.
We had Miss California on our show. That's real.
That
That
is
is real.
crazy.
We had for a 2-part episode, a special 2-part
And the
episode.
spiciest girlfriend in the world.
Yeah,
Now-
she's a
right?
Spice Lord now.
Yeah, she's the spice lord. She's into the spices.
Oh yeah, now she's
dating Sean Evans. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We
my,
had
my
Sean.
reference made sense.
I just don't know anything about that. But we had Sean Evans' current girlfriend on our show before she was Sean Evans' girlfriend. So how cool is
We
that?
started
That's
Hot
super
Ones.
cool. We did.
Yeah.
Oh, he's Hot Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa,
we
she's
started
dating
it.
Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, that's neat.
For us.
I wonder if she eats spicy wings all the time.
Yeah.
Or if his kisses are all spicy.
Yeah, I bet when he goes rootin'.
Now
Eye
I'm,
poppy, you're making me hot.
Time for some slop.
come on, Natasha, get your slop.
Yeah, we know that you're still listening to us. And you know who else is listening? The live studio audience, aren't you guys?
Yes.
Yes,
They came back.
They did come back. They were here sitting very quietly. All right, that's enough.
That's the thing, Bach Boys Nation. The studio audience is here. They've been here. They just know how to respect an audio recording.
Yeah,
session.
we've had the silence sign up for years.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just want to be here and be part of the experience. That's the live listeners we're always referring to. It's the studio audience.
This is the last. This is the last crowd they're allowed to be in for the next 2 to 3 months.
No, it's the last crowd they're allowed to be in ever because. Well, studio audience, what he meant is this is the last crowd you'll be in because we're putting you down. Oh, what? I thought you'd I thought you'd be cool about it at the very least.
Yeah, guys, don't you want us to kill you?
Oh, they didn't understand what I meant. Yeah, not just a nap.
They're
We're
a
gonna
little dim.
kill you.
Yeah, you guys are stupid, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dumb idiots.
You think that's
Aren't
funny,
you?
don't you?
Yeah, you're ugly as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, you pigs.
Root.
Yeah, for all of you men at home making love to your women and
To
girls,
the Batch Boys.
to Batch Boys, sweet tunes to make love to. Title of the episode.
And I'm Jake C.
Yeah, it's been a long road.
No, it's actually
with
been
you,
crazy.
my friends.
We used to wear suits, and
Yeah.
now I'm basically wearing underwear.
We actually had set deck.
Yeah,
That was actually, it was cool, but Bachelor Boys Nation, it was hard.
it was.
And it was
yeah,
hot.
and we weren't even getting high.
Yeah, I was always getting high.
That's your secret, Cap. Man.
A lot of memories
Lot.
behind these mics, and the equipment's only barely damaged. I mean, we only
Yeah.
cheersed a couple times over the
They're
equipment.
probably soaked in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, these mic tips are now.
I can't wait for our 30
Year reunion.
Yeah.
30 for 30 year
Honestly,
reunion.
down to do like a 10-year reunion based on this day.
Today.
I feel like I'll do
Put it
something.
in your phone, Jake.
if we live.
Batch Boys
Remind
Nation.
me in 9
10.
years and 11 months to do a reunion show of the Batch Boys. 1 month's enough, right?
Let's hear it.
Done.
Done. She's the reminder set, Batch Boys Nation.
Do
So
a
be sure to
reunion
tune
show
in.
of the Batch Boys 310-10.
Yeah, don't forget Batch Boys Nation. It's
Yeah.
coming.
We'll take all of our
10:30.
time out of all of our busy
shoot.
schedules and showbiz.
It'll be
I-
2030.
it-
March 10th, 2030 will be our 10-year
Yeah,
reunion.
it says it is 2110 because it thought I said 90 years,
Oh, jeez.
which we could also do.
So the 90-year reunion, too, that'll be a lot of fun. We'll probably live unless COVID kills
when
us.
there's COVID like 36 already out.
Can't wait for COVID 36.
That's going to be wild.
Yeah, right now COVID's so young. It's a COVID-19.
Yeah.
Like barely legal COVID.
COVID-teen.
Yeah, I can't wait for a Claire Crawley kind of COVID.
Yeah,
A
more
a
mature.
Yeah.
I can take it seriously that way.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to take this disease seriously. It's a teenager.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
actually looking to make me sick.
Exactly. It's not ready to make me sick. Like long term, like sure, maybe I'll feel it for a little bit, but then it'll go away. I'll cure.
Only the sickest men get to have this teen.
That's so true.
Yeah. Survival of the sickest, baby.
Yeah, and the disabled get the teen too.
Yes. To
Spread
the
that
disabled
teen
go
around.
the spoils.
The disabled
Ooh.
with like an L and a like apostrophe
Yeah.
D, lowercase d.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hand
Like slang.
E.
Slang. Good.
Yeah, do we want to do any of those? Those.
I guess that was the longest running.
That was
Joke.
the best, longest running joke,
Yeah.
I think.
And it was
veterans
the
are
first,
war
just about
heroes,
the first thing
man.
we said. Yeah.
Let's talk
Doulas-
about that. Not all
doulas-
veterans are war heroes.
Not all
Jesus
veterans.
Christ.
Spider-Man powers. That emerged in the
Jesus
last
Christ,
like, 2
King of the
years.
Monsters.
Chad beating his girlfriend and committing suicide.
Trying.
Trying.
He
yeah.
can't even do that right. That guy. What is that goof
Wait,
up
Chad
to?
tried to kill himself?
He got
It's
put in.
allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I turned around and saw allegedly there.
That's a good bit too.
They did like a welfare check on him and like took him. To the
Yeah, after he,
hospital
like, freaked out and, like,
restrained him,
kind of
Yeah.
assaulted his girlfriend. He posted like a cryptic Instagram of like a noose tied around his door,
Yeah.
like
That
for
said,
real.
Like it's been real. Or
Yeah.
some like some stupid like and it was said like it'll be okay.
Yeah, don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
As if.
Yeah, not to like, talk down on or in any way undermine the seriousness of mental illness and suicide, but this is our finale. So fuck you.
We just listen. We like mental health, but we hate Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad really went south for me.
Yep.
Ever since the show, I liked his merch though.
His merch was funny. Was it like eat
Chad
shit Ben
stuff.
Higgins or something like that?
Yeah, he just said whatever he wanted to anybody
Yeah.
and stuck it on a T-shirt. And then he said
Yeah.
whatever he wanted to his
There's
girlfriend
that-
and got in a lot of
was it, like,
trouble.
Dean sucking his own.
Yeah. No, it was Ben, what's his face?
Garrett?
Peth. Derek Peth.
Yeah.
Derek Peth. It was Derek Peth. Yeah.
Yeah, who I do hate. And I want to go on record. I hate him as much as Evan Bass.
Yeah, once again, Evan Bass, you suck. Your kids are destined for failure. They're never going to get good jobs.
And they're gonna have
You're
bad
an idiot.
penises.
Yeah,
Yeah, and there's
You're gonna
nothing.
fail them. You're gonna fail their penises.
Yeah, there's nothing your medical expertise can do for their shriveled up weenies.
They'll all develop by ED by the time they're 16.
I think his kid's Carly's a girl.
Yeah, she's impotent.
And barren.
Clearly not. I mean, they're pumping him out.
Yeah.
Did you see that Chris Goose came back on Twitter and was
No
like,
way.
"I miss my wife." That was his first tweet after emerging on social
Ew,
media.
gross.
Chris Goose. Yeah, they said
Chris
he
R.
said him and Crystal were splitting up,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
Gross rat
and then
face.
he disappeared off social media, and then he came back like today and tweeted, "I miss my wife." So
Yikes.
let's see how that turns out. That's
Ooh, I miss my wife.
He should have hidden his kids and his wife. Hide your kids.
how'd your
Hide
wife?
We canceled James Taylor. James McCoy
We
Taylor.
did cancel
We did.
him.
We
straight up put him
proudly
down.
canceled him.
Yeah.
And I'll never ever regret it. In fact, I wish I'd done it sooner. We'd done it sooner.
Thank you, baby.
Do you ever respond to that TPUSA meme I sent you?
No. No, he got
Coward.
roasted.
Coward. If any of you see Bach Boys Nation, if you see James Taylor in our absence, spit on him, kick him in the nuts. Do
we
something.
we
with him.
encourage
have our
you to
permission.
cyberbully him. If you can find him online, tell him something mean. Tell him we told you to do it.
Yeah, didn't you see last at the Women Tell All? You can say anything you want to people online.
Yeah, they read it. It's you're not shouting into a void. It's getting through.
It's awesome.
That was shocking. And to be transparent, that's messed up. If any of you Bach Boys Nation people are doing it to people who aren't James Taylor, you're allowed to
He's
cyber.
the only one.
You're
We're
allo-
canceling him.
No, you're allowed to cyberbully anybody who reps a Confederate flag.
Totally.
That's fair, right?
or Jed Wyatt, regardless of that, because I think he does. But either
Yeah,
way,
he does.
Either
Probably.
way,
I
On the
sent a
he's
guy
Confederate flag on the inside.
at work requested coupons. His name was Robert E. Lee V, and he lived in Texas. I was like, ooh.
Ew.
Wow, that's some longevity in those genes. If he's a direct descendant.
Could he be? Is that 6 generations? Is that?
Oh, I'm sure there's
Could he
1,000
Lee?
Robert.
Yeah. He's-
Could
yeah.
he Lee?
Could he real?
Yeah, but
No, there's probably a lot of them.
yeah.
They love
Too
'em.
many of them.
Way too many. Stop naming your kids Robert E. Lee. That's so crazy. And stop flying Confederate
It's
flags.
unbecoming.
Yeah.
What else do we want to tell people? Let's die on some hills tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben's dad's guacamole's not that great.
Wow.
Yep.
Hot take. We've been talking
Yep.
about it for years,
Yeah.
and I think you're probably right. I bet
It aged poorly.
Yeah.
Petey's mom would probably make good guacamole. I'd love to see a cook-off between Ben Higgins' dad and Peter's mom.
I'd love to see a mud wrestling fight with Madison's dad and Peter's mom.
I'd like to see a truffle rooting contest between
Yeah.
a big old pig and Peter's dad.
I do think that's a crazy meetup. Is those sets of parents, Madison's and Petey's? Gee whiz.
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna say a pig and Peter's mom.
As hard as that's, I mean, not to like get back to the show or anything, but as hard as that is, like for them to be like, you hate my fiance and like my fiance's family hates me. It's like them meeting each other, like their parents meeting each other is so weird in the event that even happens.
Especially now. I mean, the whole thing.
It's like
they're
she just
not-
totally ruined it. Barb.
They all ruined it. They just missed each other. It wasn't like, that was my person and I let him go. Also, stop calling people your person. It's not cute. It's like it's trite. It's become trite. I
It
feel like
is.
one person said it one
it was
time.
me. I did.
Jake invented it.
I
Yeah.
did.
That's right. Well, I keep forgetting you're a psychology minor.
I am. Yes, I am.
And you've been
And
reminding us from day one.
I'm so excited in our time off to go pursue.
the major?
No.
You're gonna go work down at the psychology
double minor.
mines.
Yes, I am.
Jake's gonna go work at the psychology mines, minor for psychology.
Yep.
It's hard work. Hard work down there.
I'm getting my DSM and my pickaxe, and I'm going down in the mines, and gonna crack some
I'm
skulls.
gonna double minor.
You've said for years, and everyone thought you were kidding, but you are a psychology minor.
Yeah, what did you think we were talking about, Bach Boys Nation?
We didn't go to school.
No.
It took us 12 years to think of that joke.
Yeah.
It was worth
Impressive.
it though.
Absolutely.
I don't think I've done anything for as long as
Absolutely.
I've done the Bach Boys. I'm gonna throw that out there. What have you done longer than the Bach Boys? Like, I mean, a specific obligation.
Like a choice?
Because
I mean,
not
not
like
like
could,
living.
or yeah, not like I've sung since I was 8. Like, I mean, like a specific organization or team that you belong
that
to.
you've committed to for longer than
12
specific
years. One.
My right hand.
That's the kind of joke I said I didn't want to hear.
Yeah, but that's why he's single.
Hey.
No, because if I'm putting it in perspective and if I'm getting real on this
sure.
stage tonight, it's to say that, yeah, I mean, I think this might be one of the longest things, if not the longest thing I've ever been a part of.
No, it is pretty amazing. Like if you told me I'd be doing a Bachelor podcast for 4 years, the actual amount of time, 12 seasons, but basically a decade, I probably would have doubted it. And I'm pretty impressed with us. 100 episodes plus is a pretty amazing amount of content, 62 hours. And the fact that anyone was out there listening is pretty freaking cool. So
Mind blowing.
Bach Boys Nation, like, for real, if you've been listening from day one, send us a DM because, like, I'm curious who's out there who's been at day one. Even if you haven't, you got something to say, we'd love to hear from you. We'll be on Instagram, and I'd like to picture myself maybe, like, feeling inspired to make a meme sometime, so keep following the Bach Boys.
If this is your first episode, how?
Yeah.
How did you
If
find
you've
this?
made it an hour in to this episode, no matter what degree of fan
Coming
you
in
are.
blind.
After the Kobe stuff, we've said pussy. We never said pussy once in 4 years. So if you made it, yeah, geez, congrats, and I'm really sorry if you liked it, but you know,
Sorry if this is what sold you, and you're like, yeah, more of this, please.
Well, that might be our next venture.
Maybe
the Pussy
Maybe.
Boys.
The world's our oyster. I think the best part for me will just be just sitting around and watching the Batch. So
Yeah.
it's easy to when the Batch is your job. It's a little bit harder to love the Batch. I am a
It's easy to
boy
get
who
jaded.
loves the
It
Batch,
is, yeah.
but I'm excited to find my love with the Batch again off mic and start this new chapter together.
I don't think we could have done that with Peter's season. So I'm
No.
glad we ended it here.
No,
it
like
really
for real.
is very perfect.
No,
It's-
It's that final nail just...
this is what we were talking
it's
about.
so nice to go out on what we've all kind of agreed is the worst season, because then it's like, why not?
It's the final nail in my hand to the crucifix.
Yes, it is.
No, it's like we got to increasingly destroy this show as it got worse, and now like we're in a place where we'll be able to enjoy it again, and I think it'll be a good season.
Yeah, because we will still watch, and if you want to like hit us up, as so many of you do on the reg, do it.
Yeah, follow us on our personals. I think
Yeah.
in our I'll post it on I'll include our personal Instagrams on our next post.
Sure. Yeah.
I do think there's probably another project in the works, so that's another reason to follow the Bach Boys on Instagram, because I think we'll use that to promote whatever comes next as well. Follow us on our Instagrams, our personals. It'll be on there. Thanks for listening, for real, because it's amazing to me that there are people that have been out there that we don't know who like the show, and I've liked making it, and to you guys, my fellow Bach Boys, it's
We
been
gotta do a cheers.
really
We do.
cool.
Yeah, we used to drink wine.
Yeah, we used to drink wine. Now we just drink Everclear. That's why the show went downhill.
Yeah.
That's a cup. Case, cheers
your
with this
cup.
cup. Okay,
Symbolic.
a toast to you guys. You're three of my best friends in real life, and you've been
My worst enemies on the show.
Yeah, and it's been a complicated road, but I wouldn't have done it with anybody else but you guys. It's been really cool. So cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Oh no! Goofy, get out of here! Kick him out the window! Hurry!
That's a classic bit.
I was lucky. But
We
yeah, seriously, my batch brothers. It's so nice.
Yeah, to us,
Which
the
we've
Batch
always
Brothers.
been called.
We
Long-
are brothers who love the batch.
We are brothers
It's
who
right
enjoy
there
The
in
Bachelor.
name. If you look at anything with our name on it, you know we're the Batch Brothers.
So tell your friends.
Go ahead and leave a comment.
Is that it? Is that goodbye? I feel like we've said it all.
Covered a lot of bases.
Yeah, thanks for everything. Look out for what's coming next. Follow us on our personals. Check out the new post. And with that, I'm Ryan S.
Wow. I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex F.
And we are boys who love The Batch. And we're going to love The Batch a little quieter from now on. So enjoy The Batch because it does work. It didn't work this season. It didn't work last season. It kind of
But it
worked the
worked for
season
us.
before.
Yeah.
But it worked. And for other people, it worked for Ari. We're not happy about it, but it worked for
if
him.
you work it.
Absolutely.
So work it, kings, and work it, queens. Go off, all of you.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Put our things down, flip it, and reverse it.
Anyone know the next part? We prevent everything. Oh.
But we do all know what that is, yes? It's
Yes.
just put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it in reverse.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
No
Here, I'll
way.
play that for you guys.
You're lying.
I'm not. Watch this.
I knew that.
Let's get a copyright strike.
I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You hear that? So now I'm going to put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it.
This is some excellent use of tech.
Right?
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm sure if you're her, it might sound like it.
Yeah,
Is it Spanish?
No, it's
literally it in reverse.
Yeah.
Are we going out on a fight?
Here we go.
Let's hear it.
This is our final dying breath.
Yeah, baby, we're bringing it.
This
we're
is the
bringing
hill
it
we're
hard.
dying on.
Yeah, Batch Boys. It's been an amazing 12 years. Thank you all so much.
Copyright strike. Copyright strike. Copyright strike.
We just want to thank our parents. We want to thank the fans. We want to thank every one of you who's been listening to us for all these 12 years.
Yeah,
It's been our
sincerely.
pleasure to get mad at each other every Monday night for you.
Yeah, let me tell you, behind the scenes has not been easy.
So now I'm speaking. So
Okay, yeah.
That was in
yeah,
reverse.
that one. Yeah.
No. Now, yeah.
Shoot. So I'm gonna read it. So I'm speaking regular. And that was me not speaking anymore.
Okay, so
So
this
now
is
now
huge.
listen to it.
Batch Boys Nation, we
reverse.
know you've been
Ready?
asking, you've been writing it in troves, asking if this is in reverse, and we're finally going to show you. We've
Here you
asked
go,
for
baby.
years.
This is what this show is all about all along.
Whoa! You can hear Jake's part in reverse.
Yeah, it's just it was way louder.
No, but you're
I
right.
heard
I
it,
mean,
I'm
you're
spooked.
right. Very, very cool. And with that, I'm Ryan S.
I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex F.
And that's what it was all about all along. We earned it. We worked it. We flipped it down and reversed it or whatever the heck. So,
One more time, guys.
yeah.
Let's go, boys.
Scream.
Scream. Scream. Scream.
Scream.
Thanks for everything. DM us. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, Batch Boys Nation. Bye.